Well, it is the start of summer here in the northern part of India, and that can only mean one thing here at Autoportal, that it's time to head up to the hills for yet another road trip. And this time we're heading up to Kasauli, and Kasauli is roughly about 5 hours from Delhi. It's about 45 minutes to 1 hour from Chandigarh. And for this trip, we've borrowed the Ford Figo diesel from Ford. Now, of course, this car has been with us in a long-term fleet. If you want to check out our long-term review, you can of course do that by clicking over here on this link. And we've had it for a couple of months, and we've driven this car about 1500 kilometers in those 2 months. And I have to say that it is a very, very impressive car. If you love driving, if you enjoy driving, then this is one of the best cars, in fact one of the best value deals out there in the market. And why is that? Well, because it comes with a 1.5 litre diesel engine which makes over 100 bhp, which means that the Figo is the most powerful car in this segment. Well, not only is it the most powerful car in this segment, it's also a very good fun car to drive, because this engine really is very responsive. It does not feel like a diesel engine. It starts responding from about 1500-1600 rpm, which is more like a petrol engine in terms of responsiveness, and it really does love to be revved. It goes all the way up to its red line of about 5000 rpm without any fuss at all. Well, but that's not the only reason why we decided to take the Figo on this road trip. The big reason was that this has been one of the best cars in terms of fuel efficiency in our long-term fleet. Yes, we have been using this car as our daily commute to office, and it has been delivering us figures in excess of 21-22 kpl driven in chock-a-block city traffic, which are phenomenal figures. And on days where we have managed to stretch its legs and take it out on the highway or drive it over the weekend on an empty stretch of road, it does manage to deliver figures of about 24-25 kpl. So really, Ford has done a very good job in terms of matching its claim with the real-world efficiency of the Figo. Well, unlike its Japanese and Korean rivals, which have a very tinny noise every time you shut the door, this one really has a very confidence-inspiring thud when you shut the door. So it really does inspire a sense of confidence. And the other good point is that as soon as you step out on the highway, you will realize that stability on this car is absolutely first rate. Yes, this car is in a league of its own, especially considering the price that it sells. When it comes to highway stability, it really does hug the road. It really does hug the road like a leash, and it also will have a very good sense of stability about itself. Well, the mid-range on the Figo is absolutely brilliant. It really does love to perform when you are, of course, keeping it in that 2000 to 4500 power band, the rev band in that range. And this car simply lunges forward, and you don't really have to shift gears a lot, because remember, the power is available from about 1500-1600 rpm. It does start responding to throttle inputs from that rpm range, so you don't really have to change gears a lot. But if you do have to change gears, then that's also a good thing, because the gearbox on this car is a really nice unit. It really is a sneaky unit. It's a very slick unit. It feels nice and precise. It feels very sporty, and the throws also aren't very long. So it is a sporty gearbox. And as just mentioned, if you are someone who enjoys driving, who really does enjoy the thrill of driving, then the Figo is definitely a car that you should check out. Well, if you are someone who really does enjoy throwing his car into corners when you are, of course, taking on those hills, you will enjoy the Figo. Yes, I am using a lot of superlatives in this video for the Figo, but it is a very impressive car, and you have to drive it to really know what I'm talking about, because unless you drive it, no amount of reading and no amount of watching videos will truly give you the sense of happiness that you will get once you are behind the wheel of the Figo. You are, of course, taking it in the hills. Body roll is at a minimum. Now, the overall chassis dynamic of the Figo is somewhere between the agile handling that the Maruti Suzuki Swift offers and the communication and the feedback that the steering wheel on the Polo offers, the VW Polo that is. So in that sense, this car is a nice mix of agility, comfort, as well as sporty handling, and it really does have something in it for everyone. And along with the sporty gearbox as well as the feelsome steering wheel, makes the Figo a really nice and enjoyable car to drive. So it really is one of the better cars to be driving in rather than to be driven in. Yes, as you can see by the wide smile on my face, I really have enjoyed driving this car all day. Well, I would definitely recommend the Figo diesel to anyone who simply enjoys the thrill of driving and really does take his car out on that long holiday simply to enjoy the drive. This is a car which will really put a smile on your face, and the best part is that it is very fuel efficient, and it is also not very expensive to buy. So overall, one of the best all-round packages out there in the market.